么大爱新闻的采访团队也在相隔10年之后重返纽奥良，结果发现，在这一块曾经受灾的土地上，屹立了一栋一栋这么样很特别的房子。原来他们是一个国际 NGO 叫做仁人家园所协助兴建的。他们的做法是在当地寻找土地，然后兴建永久屋。至今为止，已经帮纽奥良兴建了超过460间永久屋。
Right at landfall is when the worst storm surge will be coming in downtown on the West Bank.
My mother is 83 years old. She's in dire need of her heart medication. There's no medical services here. She's on the floor. She's dying right now.
We're beginning long-term planning to help those who have been displaced, as well as long-term planning to help rebuild the communities that have been affected.
My name is Louis Murray, and I was born and raised right here, 4241 America Street. The storm hit August 29th of '05. I didn't come back to this house till that next year, '06. It's gonna get better before it gets worse, because I've seen the change from bad to worse. Now I can kind of see some good coming in, because people do need places to live. Yes, indeed.
We're standing on Stemway. This is in what's called East New Orleans, mostly blue-collar working class, largely African-American community. Habitat for Humanity has worked all over the parish. We worked in about 7 neighborhoods altogether. We typically go into a neighborhood, we build a bunch of houses on lots that we've acquired, and as we finish it out, we'll rotate into another neighborhood and start accumulating lots again. We do what is called inner city infill, so we fill in vacant blighted lots with brand new Habitat houses that are being owned by our Habitat homeowner families. Following the failure of the levees and the flood walls, we of course had enormous difference in the entire city, more opportunity, tremendous and generous support, and that allowed us to build over 460 new houses. So we're expanding our presence all around the city.
I was born and raised in New Orleans, Louisiana. Coming up as a young girl, I always dreamed of having a place to call my own. While being evacuated to Texas for Hurricane Katrina, I found out I was pregnant. On February the 26th, 2006, my beautiful daughter Madison was born. Now, every decision I made was a factor around her. In 2008, we moved back to New Orleans, and to my surprise, a lot had changed. Rent was higher than before. It made more sense to own rather than to rent. Then I heard about Habitat. You know, when I walk through the door, it's like, this is my safe haven. Anything that don't bring me peace can't walk across my door sill. When I walk across my door sill, this is peace for me. So, and I just love it.
We try to pay attention to the details to make the house a better house for our families and something they can enjoy, not just for their lifetime, but for generations to come. You got to remember, a lot of Habitat families, no one in their entire family has ever owned their own home.
For my daughter to be able to come out and play in the yard, so the yard is pretty big.
We've come an incredible distance since the failure of the levees. In the past 10 years, we've rebuilt so incredibly well, but we still have a long way to go.
We're coming up better than other cities, just like the ones with the houses here. Now their kids gonna grow up in a house, not in a project, in a house. you know? So their mind's gonna even be better. They'll think better. We gotta do something to preventive maintenance, some kind of troubleshooting to stop. And that's what these houses are doing, that's what Habitat's doing, all that. And that's the kind of blessings we got now coming down.